I'm Sophia Berg.
Okay.
Chuck Waddington.
Kaylin Gilbreth.
Coach, just give us some of your quick thoughts about the amazing match we just saw.
Well, statistically, it wasn't amazing for either of us. They beat us in just about every category. But I said in that fifth set, I said these words, and I said it probably 20 times. I said, players make plays. And that's what we needed to do, and that's what we did. We strung 7 or 8 in a row, and just players make plays. And we talk about it in practice until these guys are sick of hearing it. I know it. I know they are. But that's what makes a difference. When you're competing for a championship, you have to make plays. And we made some great plays at the end, especially with our blocking. Just clamped down. We're really disciplined with our hands. And it made the difference when it mattered the most.
How much did it make a difference? I think 9 upperclassmen on your squad. You've been through the ringer a little bit. How much did that help you guys?
So during the start of the fifth set, we looked at the group that was out in the court, and I said, senior, freshman. Okay, and I'm like, this is the right group. You have to have that experience, and this team has won a lot in their years, in their time here, and those kids are used to winning, and they know how to win, and they pulled it out, and it, like, I got a text from my wife after the match. She's like, great win. I don't know how you won, because of just the way the numbers look, but players make plays.
What were some of the things that Regis was doing there to kind of give you guys fits in those early stages of the game?
Well, a lot of it was matchup stuff. Their big lefty, number 1, she was really dynamic tonight. And in that fourth set, we had a wrong matchup. We had a bad matchup. She was hitting over probably our smallest blocker. And so the fifth set, I made that switch, and they came out the same way. And so we got the matchup we needed. And but man, they served bullets. They served the snot out of the ball, and they have 7 aces. And we don't get ace very often, and they put us on our heels. The sets that they won, we were on our heels a lot. And the sets that we won, we postured up, and we were putting them on their heels. So I think that they did a great job in the serve and pass game. But we made plays when we needed to. That's the only way I can describe it.
When the offense isn't going, the defense picking it up on their end. I mean, you held them to very low, way below their percentage on the season. How did that turn out for you?
Well, that's our MO. We want to create problems, for teams so that they get more predictable. The problem is they were winning the serve and pass battle. They were handling a lot of our serves, but when we got them in trouble, we did a nice job of converting, in transition and giving our hitters good looks, when we would dig a ball. And that's really what it's about. You want to win the serve and pass game. Every coach will tell you that. But transition is where you make your money. You dig a ball, you want to score. Dig to kill is the money maker.
How much does this give confidence to this team as you head forward?
Well, it's great. We our last match before this one was just a stinker. We didn't play very well. We knew it, and but we know who we are and what we're made of, and so we're excited that we're playing tomorrow.
Sophia, right? Just talk about, as you mentioned, having to wait so long to be able to get back on the court. Just give us some of your thoughts on how this match kind of transpired.
Like he said, the last match that we played was a bit of a doozy, and so we went and watched the tournament after we had lost, and I remember everybody was just sitting there, like, their leg bouncing, like, I want to play right now. And so I just felt like throughout this time leading up to this tournament, I felt that fire throughout practice, and I knew, like, there wasn't a doubt in my mind during that game that we could pull it out because we just worked so hard for it this whole time.
I mentioned a lot of upperclassmen on this team. You guys looking to each other. How much are you guys fighting for this not to be the last game of the season?
Yeah.
For sure, yeah. So being a senior leader on this team, what were some of the things you were saying to this group to kind of keep them in the right state of mind in a crazy game like that?
Well, we've talked a lot about urgency. Every point matters, and I think we've gotten really good about letting go of errors and just focusing on the next point, being disciplined, and just being laser focused on what's happening in that moment.
Talk about your fellow senior. I'm not sure if this seems to be triple doubles in the world of volleyball, but man, what she did today and what she's done for all season, pretty incredible.
Truly, we've relied on Kaylin so much. I pulled her aside as we were walking out, and I was like, I see you. We put so much pressure on you, and thank you for stepping up and just taking it for us. So,
talk about your match. What was going on? What were you seeing? What was kind of working well for you tonight?
I kind of just go out there and I play for my teammates, like this, I'm a senior, this is my last year. So, I'm playing for everybody else out there, and, I'm not we talked about, no regrets going out there today. Balls to the wall, every point matters. Like, it could be our last day out there together. So that was my main focus. That was my main grind, my drive. I was hitting balls after I tipped a few, and I was like, you know what? Nope, I'm hitting, and I'm out here with my friends. Like, let's just have some fun. So I think that definitely, just helped me stay in the right mindset, stay positive, wash points off, and I think we stayed really consistent this whole game.
Your coach said bread and butter is defense. How did that lead to the victory today?
We definitely grinded in the back row too. Like Kenna, I think second to last point. I don't think we won it, but she, flying in with one arm, and it's a perfect dig. So I think just trusting in each other, being in the right spots, and just balls to the wall mentality again. I think that definitely helps us in the back end and the front.
Confidence, heading forward, being seniors, being through the grinder before. What does this mean? How do you guys feeling you're heading till tomorrow?
We feel really good, like this stat-wise, this didn't look like a game we could have pulled out, but, none of us had any, doubt within each other and within ourselves that we couldn't do it, So I think it definitely gives us a lot of confidence individually and in the rest of us that we're capable and we're able to do it.
Coach, this is the first time we're seeing this senior out in action. Talk about what she's meant to this team this year and coming out here and showing up on the big stage here in downtown Denver.
Well, Sophia said it right. I mean, we put a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure on her because she has to do things in a lot of categories, for us to be successful. She's setting, she's attacking, and usually their best blocker is matched up with her because they want to stop her, so she's got to work hard to score. But she dug 18 balls, and she plays a complete game. And I have a lot of players like that they're not just one-trick ponies. They can do a lot of things, and she handles it really well. We're coming off a championship year last year it was really fun, and a lot of that pressure was on her too. So she knows what it feels like. But I do know that this is her last go. We've got 7 seniors. It's their last go, and they're hungry. And I've got some young players who want to help them eat. I don't know any better way to say that, but I'm just proud of them, proud of all of them. I told them before the match, I said, no matter what happens, I'm going to tell you, if you win or if you lose, I'm going to tell you that I love you, but it feels so much better when you have it with a smile on your face, because I do. I care about these kids a lot.
What's about the Lone Star, 3-0?
It's we have a tough league, and the RMAC is tough too, but it's just we beat each other up so much, and I'll be honest, we haven't seen another team since the second week of the season, and it's nice to play somebody else, that doesn't know your every move, but man, these players make plays. That's all I can say.